and welcome to Lesson 6. This session we're going to be looking at the key principles of using how you're feeling and what you're thinking as part of the session. So as well as the physical aspects of yoga, the strengthening, the flexibility, the breath work, we also look in our classes at how you feel in particular postures and what you're thinking and how you use your thoughts. And we do this because it allows you to have a deeper experience of coming into a more peaceful and balanced place. And it's quite an important part of our classes as well. So we're going to work with the triangle posture, which is Utthita Trikonasana in Sanskrit. And it's a really lovely posture to open up your body, and it's the main predominant stretch that you get is through the sides of the body here, which is where we tend to hold a lot of our emotion. So we're going to do some preparation stretches beforehand, and then we'll move into the posture. So I'll invite you to come down onto your mat, and you're going to start on the side this time. You're going to bring your knees up and just let your head, you might want to have a cushion under your head, and you're just going to bring your arms out so they're resting on the floor in front of you. So I'll quickly demonstrate the movement first, and then we'll do it together. So we're going to inhale and just let the body open. Exhale, and you take your arm down behind you. We're going to inhale to come back up. Exhale, and draws together again. Now, if you're at this point and your hand doesn't want to come all the way out, you can just place your hand on your shoulder. Okay, so there's no strain. So let's do this side first. Bring your knees and hips in line. If the stretch is too strong, just take your knees down a little bit further. So let's just get comfortable, take a couple of breaths. We're going to inhale, raise up. Exhale, your hand drops towards the floor, and just breathe in. You want to really feel that opening in your chest. Lovely back stretch. Abdominal muscles are drawn back. We use the in-breath to lift up. So we always use the core on your in-breath to lift up. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Couple of breaths here. Love looking at all these beautiful trees in the background. Abdominal muscles drawn back as we prepare to lift with our inhalation. Exhale, lower down. So we're going to lift up and just transfer over to the opposite side. So drawing your knees up, just bringing your hand under, just letting your head relax down, just checking your knees are in line with your hips. You're going to inhale, raise up, exhale, lower down. Remembering that you can put your hand on your shoulder if that's too much. Just letting your body open. I'm going to inhale, core is engaged, raise up, exhale, lower down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, raising up, exhale, lower down. Just breathing normally here. Core is engaged. Lift with the inhalation, lower with your exhalation. Coming down, so placing your hands onto the mat, we're going to come up onto all fours, onto your knees and your hands. So we'll do the stretch that we've done in previous classes in this course to really get into your spine. So you're going to take your left hand, if you're facing the same way as me, your left hand, and just direct it past your right hand. Now you may want to have a cushion to rest your head, or just drop your head and your shoulder down. And just breathe in here and just let your back stretch. And then engage in your core. You're going to just draw back a little on your heels, so just a couple of inches, just to change the stretch. Core is engaged. We lift up with the inhalation. Exhale, hand drops down. So let's take the right hand behind the left hand now. So take a breath in. You're going to drop right hand behind your left. Head drops down. And just allow your back to stretch out. Just using your breath to ease any tightness. Just take your focus to an area of tightness and allow your back to stretch out. And then we're going to drop back just a couple of inches. Breathe in normally. Core is engaged. We lift up. And let's just drop back into extended child. So big toes drop together. Placing your cushion between the backs of the legs if you wish. And then you're going to stretch your arms out, just relaxing your head down. Forehead to the mat if you can. And then bringing your hands under your shoulders, just pushing yourself up to sitting. Just take your hands onto the mat, tuck your big toes under. We're going to come up into a standing forward bend. So we're going to push up and just walk your feet and your hands together. You might have to raise up a little depending on how flexible you are. And we're just going to drop down. Just let your head and neck relax. I'm just going to turn to face forward so I can take my feet a little bit wider. So if you want to come to being side on your mat, just take your feet that little bit wider. Turning both feet to the right, just let yourself swing over and stretch down. Now you may be up here, which is completely fine. Just dropping your head down. And then we're going to travel over to the opposite side and just drop your head down. So we just want to give your hamstrings, the calves, a really good stretch. And then walking back to center, just walk your feet in so they're hip width apart and just let your body drop down. Again, you may be with your hands on your knees. Any problems with sciatica, you want to have your hands just on your knees with a flat back. You wouldn't be practicing with any disc problems, and you definitely wouldn't be coming forward. Just letting your neck hang loose. Couple more breaths here in the peace posture. It's a beautiful posture to calm your nervous system. And then bending into the knees, abdominal muscles drawn back towards your spine, we uncurl. Slowly. We're going to raise the arms up, stretching through, and lower them down. Lovely. Okay, so our last posture that we're going to do that is preparing us for the triangle posture is, I'll just come onto my side to show you, but we're just going to stretch. So you've got the hands clasped together. We want to stretch through the pectoral muscles. So you've got your feet at hip width apart. Tailbone is tucked under. We're just going to push. Actually, we'll push the palms away. Stretch your arms away from you. And then bringing them back. Push them down. away from you, bringing your shoulders down. Trying to open your shoulders up, tailbone is tucked under. Lovely. And then just taking your feet a little bit wider. Just going to come forward. So you need to really use your core for this movement. And we're just going to stretch the shoulders back. Head drops down. Bending into the knees. We come up and stretch into the front of your body. And then just releasing your hands, just allow them to drop to the side, just giving your arms and legs a shake. Great. So what we're going to do now is I'll demonstrate the triangle posture to you first, and then we'll do it together. If you know the posture, then feel free to join me. So feet are at hip width apart. Core is engaged. We lengthen through the spine. Shoulders drop down into their pockets. Your upper back. And just find your strong Tadasana, the mountain posture position. Bringing your hands to your abdomen. We're going to inhale. Take the hands to the heart. Take the feet out as you exhale. We're going to take the hands out to the sides. We rotate to the right foot to 90 degrees. Again, you've got that alignment of your heel with your instep. Your hips come to face forwards. We reach over. And then you're simply going to let the arm drop down. Now you may be here. What I'll invite you to do is keep this hip and shoulder back. So if you're here, beautiful. If you're here, it's not, you won't be getting the benefits of the posture. So don't try and get your hand all the way down here and, bring your shoulder forward to do that. You want to try and have your shoulder and your hip in line. And when you've got that, you can look up to the hand. And then to come out, bring the hand down, bend into your knee. Arms come up, lower down. It's such a good stretch at the side of your body. It's like the whole side of your body just opens up. It feels really good. So let's do that together now. So let's start with our feet at hip width apart and get a really good grounding. So we're not going to rush into this. We're going to take our time. Just feeling your feet balance. The weight isn't on your heels or on your toes. Knees are soft. Core is engaged. Your pelvis is in neutral. Lengthen through your sternum, lifting your shoulders up, relaxing them down. Great. Let's bring the hands under the navel. We're going to inhale. As you exhale, step out to the side. You're going to turn your right foot and just pivot it on your heel to 90 degrees. Just have a look through that your right heel is in line with your left instep, and then you're going to pivot your feet, your left foot to 45. Now, if you feel that you're wobbling here, then bring your feet a little bit closer together. You want to try and just open your left shoulder, left hip. Let's reach over and just let the hand drop down to wherever it wants to go to without compensating, moving this shoulder forward. Raise your hand up. If you can, look up towards the hand. Hold for a couple of breaths. If not, you can just look forward. That's fine too. Just holding for a couple of breaths. We're going to bend into the knee. Core is engaged as you lift up. Relax the hands down. And then we'll just travel over to the opposite side and do the same on the opposite side. So bring in your hips to face forward. So your left foot is at 90 degrees. Your heel and instep are in line. Your right foot is at 45. Hands under the navel. Inhale. Exhale. Just reaching over. Let's just relax down. Looking up to the hand, if you can. Keeping that shoulder, that hip open. Lovely. Bend into the knee to come out, core is engaged. I'm going to rotate back. Feet come forward, relaxing your arms down. So we'll do it one more time on each side. Let's just give our arms and legs a shake. And with this posture generally, when you do it the second time, you notice that your body's a bit more open and you can go into it a bit easier. So core is engaged. Lengthen through the spine. We're going to inhale. Exhale, taking your feet out. Shoulders, arms, draw back, but not too far back. Turning your right foot to 90 degrees, your left is at 45, heeling in step in line. Reaching over, just allowing your arm to drop down. Let your left arm float up. And looking up towards the hand. Remember to keep your hip and shoulder on your left side back. Or you can look with your head directly forward if you don't want to look up to the thumb. To come out, bend that front knee, rotating back round and lower down. Last time. Should start to really feel your body open here. Let's rotate the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Reaching over, just letting left hand drop down. Right hand comes up, looking up towards the hand if you can. Remember that right shoulder, hip, stay back. Couple of breaths here. And then to come out, bend into that front knee, uncurl. I just feel the sides. I love this posture. It's great. And just come down and just let your head and neck relax down. Let your lower back release out. Give yourself a bit of a jiggle. Walk your feet in. And then we're going to slowly uncurl. Coming back into Tadasana. Let's just have a couple of breaths to scan through your body. Just notice how you feel. Closing your eyes. And then when you're ready, opening your eyes. Fantastic. So remembering to go to your relaxation now. Well done. You've gone through, if you follow them all sequentially, the 6 lessons of the course. And what I would advise you to do now is have a look through our other courses. Any questions, get in touch with me via the Facebook page, and I can guide you on to what the next courses will be. So thank you very much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.